Hey guys, my name is Meppel and today we are looking at a scenario where the Chicxulub Meteor doesn't hit the Earth. Now in the last episode we were looking at some colonization in what is it called? Some colonization in Indonesia. But now today we are gonna be most looking around this area. The first thing we are gonna be seeing that the pink team, the I guess more of the magenta team, while all of the colonizing in Indonesia and Australia was happening, they have expanded massively. And that's all the way from this peninsula all the way to here. And they take all of this land, which is the uh the Persian land, I guess. Persian. We also see some mm, pretty big expansions by these Indian teams. For example, this maroon team, they expand mostly by sneaking around the coast. This blue team, they also go little around the coast, but they mostly go inland and they take up this land. And we also see this Bangladesh country, Bangladesh, Bangladesh, and they take all of the Burma coast, like Myanmar, Burma, one of those, whatever you want to call it. That's what it's called. We we now go here to the what is it called to uh, Black Lebanon. They expand pretty big, pretty bigly. Big. They expand by lots in Africa and also take most of the desert here. They take well, they don't take it. They like claim it because there's like nothing here, and we actually see a new country for. No, that's not a new country forming. We also see a a new country forming already between the magenta and the black country. It's gonna be this like it's gonna be this rose or like this orange country. Yeah, it's orange country. We also see that in the last episode we have seen that massive migrations from China to India, from blue China to India. And we see another wave of migrations, but they misunderstood where these are going. Yeah, they have heard go right, but that's to the left. So they are going pretty much here. It's obviously getting cold, so they settle around this country, country, around this what do you call it? Around this lake, and they take all of this land, mainly just being around the lake. I don't know the name of it, although I think I should know the name of it. I really don't. And they take all of this land right here. We also see that uh, brown China here, they also expand by a little. They take all of this land. Damn, not that much land. They take all of this land, as I was saying. They take all of this. No, not that much. This much. We now see that the collapse of the sign countries here. We see that the Koreans they invade into the Korean part, and they take it in like one day, and they just annex it. So yeah, there's that. And we then see that this island they break away, and the rest of this island is gonna be a new government right here. We are now gonna see here in Baja California, Baja, Baja California. We see that the Japanese, they will also expand by a little now, and they take all of this land. We we then also see that the Russians, they also take a little, well, a lot of land here, but again, they do not take it, they claim it as theirs, something like what Spain did in South America, where they pretty much just estimate what it looks like, and then they just like claim the land there. We are now gonna go here to Prussia, and they are gonna stumble upon a gold mine on a routine like going to on a routine route to the what do you call it? No, that's not a routine route. On a routine route when they are going uh to the Irish country's colony, they are like pretty good friends, and they are like trading. They get they get lost, and they don't know what to do. So they s- and they land here in Colombia, and there's bunch, and there's like millions and millions and millions kilograms of gold, steel, and many other things. And this makes them confident enough that they actually just declare war on France here. Now, I was obviously joking with that, but they do invade France after a disagreement, and they take this colony in a few days. And because because Spain and Portuguese Commonwealth, they don't give them access to go to their land. Guess what? Guess what they do? Portions. Yeah. F- this happens. They then take all of they then start taking the entire Papua New Guinea island. They find more gold, more steel, more everything, and then they just try to sign a peace deal. But they don't know what's happening in Europe because France, uh, they are pretty angry, as you could imagine. So they make a naval landing here on this island, and then they take this, that. Yeah. What? Yeah, it's because my tolerance is too high. And they make a naval landing right here, and this obviously makes the green team surrender because they are scared, rightfully so. Here's the peace treaty. In this peace treaty, we see that the French they make a puppet right here, but here in Papua New Guinea, uh, the Prussians, they take all of it, but they don't take the silence. By talking about the silence, we are now gonna see some uh, colonization here in these islands, and they eventually went on New Caledonia, and they take all of these islands, and then they also land on Fiji. They do not land in Australia. Well, they take New Caledonia and all of these islands. Yeah, what what is happening? And they also take Fiji. We are now gonna see the yellow team, the yellow Greek team. They are gonna stumble upon something huge. So they are just going, you know, from their colony, from their mainland to their colony in Borneo, but they kind of get lost and they go past the Borneo colony and they land here in Perth and and they colonized all of this land. We now see the Spano-Portuguese Commonwealth. They now finally link up all of their Australian colonies, and they're and they now look something like this. The Spano-Portuguese, they're now a massive power, while they already were. What? They already were. What am I talking about? They already were a pretty big colonial power, but this just settles them as like a massive power. But this just settles them as the best country on, well, not the best, but the strongest country on earth. Now, as we are talking about this, we are n- we are gonna be updating uh these what do you call it? No, these power rankings. And we are not gonna do that much. We are just gonna erase France from here, and we are also gonna erase. Where is the eraser? Here. We are also gonna erase Green Prussia from this honorable mention category because they have now. I'm just gonna redo that, yeah. So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna, you know, uh, we see that from China, Greece. I'm gonna move them. They go right here. And now we are gonna see that uh, that in the honorable mentions category, we are gonna move them down here. I'm gonna put the Philippines out of there because they are now kicked out of the top 10. And here are gonna be the here are gonna be the power rankings. I'm just gonna do this off camera. Uh, yeah, and you're gonna see this in a second. As we see in these power rankings, we see that everyone goes down here because Green Prussia, they have gone all the way from the honorable mentions to top 3 because of their colony right here in Venezuela, and also because of their war, which has just been won, or like just or the war they just won with the French war, who were a very strong nation, but the Russians, they've proved they are stronger, they are stronger. I'm gonna end the episode here. Sorry if this was short one, but you know going to make a new video right now. It's like 7 a.m. I woke up like 5 minutes before I recorded this video. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye.